All right, this segment of our background assessment is designed to see your ability to pull important information out of a video. So I recorded this short video to give you an opportunity to get a preview of what the unit is going to look like. And in this video, I'm going to provide some key information that you can use to answer the questions below. So the first thing about chemistry that we're going to explore is numbers, and I am going to work with you to get you comfortable with numbers. While this isn't a math class, we will be using math in order to solve scientific problems. And so that's why you see some of the skill sets that you needed above. For example, can you write in scientific notation? Can you solve some pretty straightforward algebraic type equations? Can you rearrange letters and solve equations without even using numbers? And do you have the ability to see spatially in 3 dimensions? So these are some of the mathematical skills that we're going to be taking advantage of. Then we're going to jump into a discussion on the parts of the atom. All atoms, in a quantum mechanics view, have 3 fundamental parts. Protons, which we indicate with a P+, neutrons, which are designated N0, and electrons, which typically have the symbol E-. And these 3 subatomic particles or come together, if you will, to make a condensed form of an atom. Now, once we get into these various types of atoms, then we can organize them into what's called the periodic table. And the periodic table has some very interesting components. I'd like to point one out to you now. So if you take a look at this periodic table, for example, you will see clearly there are a bunch of colors, the pink, the white, the yellow, but I want you to pay attention to the blue. Notice there are 2 elements which are blue on the periodic table. That's mercury, number 80, and bromine, number 35. So when we're learning about chemistry, it can be easy to get overwhelmed in the 118 different elements. But if you learn how to focus your energy and your attention, you can start pulling out important information and make important scientific decisions based on that information. So rather than memorize all 118, just memorize these 2 for right now. Mercury and bromine are what we call liquid at STP, standard temperature and pressure. I'll explain all that when we get further into the class. And finally, when you understand these periodic trends, then you can start to make predictions, or what we may call a hypothesis. We will take our scientific understanding and try to apply them to the natural world, to the experimental side of things. So when we think about making a good prediction, we generally structure it as if, then, because. If this happens, or if I as a scientist do this particular thing, then this will be the result. We can predict because the laws of nature are stable and predictable. We can try to predict what will happen, and then hopefully we'll get a chance to actually do some experiments in this class, and we'll actually get our hands wet doing the science, learning about the science. So my hope is that this is going to be your favorite class this school year. I hope you agree. And this is where I'll stop this portion of the video. I hope you found the information that you need to answer the next few questions, because what I also want to do is encourage you to go out and find the answers on your own. That's one of the big skills that you are going to need as a 21st century learner. So please be encouraged to know that you can go online, you can find the answers, because for me, what the answer is less important than your ability to find and solve for the correct answer. That is a skill that I want you to develop in this class. All right, good luck. Please make sure you answer all the questions, and I'll see you on the flip side.